with the World Cup in Qatar looming, everyone's eyes are on the greatest superstars who are about to face off. So of course, we need to figure out who of them has the best house. Lionel Messi is one of the absolute best footballers to ever play on the pitch. It's up to you to decide. He's really the greatest player of all time. For now, we're only focusing on his best mansion, which he bought with his impressive net worth of 600 million. The house has an impressive design and even more impressive dimensions. I mean, look at it. It looked more like a damn hospital building than someone's home in front of it. It has playgrounds, swimming pools, sunbathing areas, outdoor dining areas, and possibly a lot more. Amenities we didn't even know about. I mean, look at the whole room. You need to fill it with your expectations of one of the greatest players of all time. The house has its own soccer field, and he can train whenever he wants, but he doesn't really need it. What surprised me about his home is how cute it is, the atmosphere of a family home. I mean, look at those little couches he has for his kids. Being a legend is one thing, but what about being a legend and a legend father? How much does a super villa cost? Well, this is a complicated answer. Initially, they dropped over $2 million on this impressive property, but that's not all. Not only did the house cost $2 million, but they also invested heavily to make it the impressive complex we see today. They paid over $7 million for the already beautiful mansion and have turned it into his dream complex while owning the home. Impressive. Is this really the greatest thing ever? I'm not sure about that. I don't think it compares to his signature left foot. Cristiano Ronaldo is probably better known as a wrestler now due to his recent scrimmage with Tyron Men. Regardless of his unofficial casting tapes in WWE, he remains one of the most popular players in football. He's already one of the richest men in the world. That's because he amassed a whopping 500 million fortune. So obviously, to have that epic wealth, he has to own an epic house. If I could only choose one, there are a few. My favorite so far is his vacation home on the Costa del Sol. This is a truly stunning home, with a modern white and white futuristic vibe found in many celebrity mansions today. Speaking of futurism, obviously when you drive through the driveway at night with LED lights on, there are quite a few cyberpunk elements on there. Besides being a beautiful home, this home isn't the only impressive thing about the area. Apparently, the house is in a prestigious neighborhood. They literally call it a dead end for superstardom. Many athletes and celebrities seem to vacation near him, especially one arguably more legendary athlete. Conor McGregor got such an amazing home, and his storied neighborhood obviously won't come cheap. I mean, you're right across the street from a legendary UFC superstar worth over $1 million. Well, it turns out he lost $1.4 million that way. Anyway, he has 500 million to cheer him up. A rumor has been circulating on the internet lately that Brazilian superstar Neymar is a secret billionaire. It's not hard to see why, considering he has scored more than 100 goals for 3 different teams, making him one of the few players in history. While he is undoubtedly one of the best players playing today, I have to break your illusions. Neymar is not actually a billionaire. However, he has a considerable fortune. The soccer player is apparently worth over 200 million, so he is nowhere near the billionaire club. However, he has a home fit for a billionaire or a king. His home in Paris is a truly amazing place to stay. Check out the state-of-the-art hotel, just a stone's throw from one of the most famous cities in the world. There is a large inland garden in the square footage and an incredible indoor pool that obviously looks regal. There is also a hammam, a sauna, and a games room where he can hang out with friends. Well, you might think that Neymar is throwing a bigger party to celebrate big wins. He's also as sophisticated as any good modern Parisian. If playing as one of the best soccer players in the world isn't enough to make you jealous, watch him play the piano. He's stationed at his home. It is unfair for a man to master such a talent. Killian Mbappe is a PSG superstar, and he will be one of Qatar's greatest players this year. Relatively small, with a net worth of 43 million, he doesn't even have 100 million. So since he's not one of the best richest footballers today, he sure doesn't have our big house, right? Incorrect. He has a house worth more than 3.5 million, which seems to be worth more. He also has a great pitch in Paris for the best superstars football he has to offer. It is a multi-story penthouse in a classic Parisian style, with twists and turns, stunning views of the stairs and the Eiffel Tower visible in the distance. People literally pay a lot of money to travel the world for the sights he sees every day when he puts on his socks. Manchester City's Kyle Walker is the favorite of many bands right now. So, if you got that big, how many wealth would you take with you? Surprisingly, he has only 35 million in the bank. This guy really needs a new sponsorship or something. That being said, I really like this guy's house, even though it looks like a church on the outside, with its peaked roof and 10-color scheme. However, once you step inside, the beauty of the church quickly fades away. Seriously, this is a beautifully decorated house, thanks to the choice of the interesting pieces, furniture and living rooms, kitchens, and even hallways have a unique style. Is this the vibe they want? I really like the bedroom, really sells the idea more than anything else. Each of them has a unique style. One is elegant, with an ornate black bed frame and sweeping black drapes. Another fat one, pink, was gone. There is also a room that has an underwater feel. The bathroom in this house is also unique. Check out this elevated marble bathtub. As far as decor goes, it's just a work of art. The house is stacked. The ultra-modern man cave comes with its own odd-looking pool table. The house has its own football field. Then, there is a huge swimming pool with its own waterfall. Well, I kind of like this pool, I have to say. For some reason, I can't stop looking at these giant baby pictures hanging above the pool. Like I know, they're supposed to be cute, which I guess is kind of nice. He likes to think of his kids while swimming, but they mostly look scary, right? They really get rid of it. The other half of the room longs to see the serene waterfall. So how much did he pay for this very cool home? Honestly, I think he got a good deal on this big house. On this mansion, he only lost 3.5 million. I'm sure he spent a lot of money on the decor too, but I doubt they choose those creepy poolside baby pictures. Although I don't think I can say which of these players has the best performance on the court. I think it's safe to say that my favorite Lionel Messi is not only a competitor in football, but also in real estate. I mean, his mansion is big enough to accommodate most houses. I have to say, I think he's going to win this time, guys.